Okay, this video is going to be a lot less scuffed than the old ones. I'm going to be going through, once again, I'm going to be going through a new strat, a lot of tips and tricks. Some of them are really, really useful for scrims, and I think a lot of these are going to see more use. Some of these you guys might know, but if you don't, I'm 100% sure you're going to use them. That's very evident in this first one here. So this first one is just when you're turtling, just like a normal turtle. Obviously it's going to be a bit wider if you're trying to stay safe, but often you're going to be like this, and you might be getting sprayed up from the side. And this wall, there's a common issue that I see where people have to like come here to edit it and then walk back. And then when you're getting sprayed at by like an SMG or a minigun even, it's really, really hard to actually take the time to do that, and often you're gonna get killed. You could try edit out the side, but most likely you're gonna get shot. And also there's an easier solution. That solution is just press your wall bind so you have your wall out, and you can edit this wall down here even when you're looking up here. So you can just quickly edit it like that. It's a lot easier than having to come over and edit it like in the corner there. I think that's a really useful one, and I see a lot of people not using it. And a lot of people, I think, know about it, but then just forget about it in the moment. So it's a good refresher, even if you do already know about it. Okay, so this next one isn't so much a new like abuse of a bug or a tip like this, but more just something I don't see people doing in scrims that I think is really beneficial. I think that setting a turtle on the side of a mountain is a lot better than having it on the ground or even on like the corner, as the people on top of the mountain or other people coming along can easily like explode you, spam rockets on you, whereas when you're up here, it's a lot harder, especially for grenade launchers, to actually affect you. You also have more kind of freedom of choice with movement, which is really, really helpful when there's people below you and people above you, because you can easily edit down, slide down the mountain. If it's a bigger mountain like that one over there, like there's just so many more options. I recommend you guys try this and see how it goes. In the recent custom game like scrim things we had for practice for the LAN, I used this a lot, and I think it really helped. Every time I was here, I felt really safe. I didn't get pushed once. It's really hard for people to come often like up a mountain while there's so many people around, because generally speaking, there's going to be a lot of other people like ready to third party. When you're up here, you're just a lot safer, and also you can take high ground when the zone moves pretty easily. Yeah, I really, really like this one. Okay, so this strat here is a way to it's the way to get through the pyramid, the turbo building pyramid again, but you're safe to trap this time around. So the way you do that is, instead of just building this corner, sitting here, hitting this, they turbo build, and then you like spray through, instead of doing that, you're doing it in a way where you're not really, really vulnerable to traps. Now, Krabby from OCE invented this from what I know, so just shout out to him real quick. The way you do this is you hit this side and you replace the flat. Hitting the side here will destroy the flat underneath. You can always get this. I've never had anyone react and place theirs faster than I place mine here. Once you have this flat, again, you can edit it into whatever shape you want. Build the corner. And then once again, you do the old strat. Whereas this time, you have like more control over what you do. Now, this might be useful in getting kills in a scrim, but what I think it's really useful for is when you're doing a turtle and underneath you or above you or whatever, no, underneath mainly, I'd say, someone else is doing a turtle. And both of these are theirs, right? So this flat and this pyramid are both theirs. When that's the case, the person above has to be really, really scared, as they can double edit you in and then double barrel you, or whatever the case may be, right? It's like you want to make sure everything's yours when you're turtling. So once again, you can just quickly like do this and get the flat, and then that way you know you're safe, and you can try to get this triangle or whatever. It's a really, really good way to like make sure that you're safe when you're turtling as well. That's something I've actually been using quite a bit. Okay, so this strat here is my teammate does it a lot, Minkin. And what you're doing here is you're in a build fight. There's someone coming up, or just whatever the case may be, someone is around here. When you stare off like this, or just say before you 90 degree, so say I'm going to 90 degree here. Before I do, just put a ramp or two ramps and then do it. And I don't know how many times this happened, but there are so many times I hear two pyramids go down and a trap. People will continuously go for these pyramids because they're not used to people being like, they're not used to getting baited. And them going for like this jump pyramid or whatever they're going for, it's really, really easy to take high ground, and I really, really, really recommend you guys try this. It's insanely useful, more useful than I thought it would be, honestly. Really, really good strat. Okay, now this one is a really, really, it's probably a well-known thing already, but it's just a good way and a good thing to use when you're trying to move up with your turtle. One time I can use this a lot is when I'm trying to go for a jump pad across the zone and I don't think I'm high enough. So say there's like a hill that I need to go to that's in zone and I can't reach it, or I need to go higher when I'm following the zone as it moves out. Going higher is really useful. Now the best way to do this, and simultaneously staying safe and like a bit inconspicuous, is by editing the flat. You build around you here, you edit the pyramid, and then you continue. This is like a really simple one. I saw Jesse using it a while ago, and I know it's been around for a while, but I also don't see a lot of people using it that are good players. So just gonna like put it in just to reiterate the point that it's like a really useful thing, and I'm sure it's gonna see use. Okay, before I finish this video, just want to say a shout out to Martos for crediting me on my like getting through the turbo builded pyramids, and then also shout out to Tifu for just subbing, man. That's fucking insane. Like, I'm loving the support recently, guys. Thanks so much. Remember to subscribe, you know, like, all that shit. And I'll be streaming soon. Follow my Twitter. All links in the description. Let's go, guys. Let's go. You're the nuts.